Welcome back to the second segment, episode 110 of Sold with Updike Pugh. And today we are going to talk about selling your home during the holidays.
Yep, because a lot of times people think that it's spring and summer that are your absolute best times to sell. And so many times the holidays are overlooked. They may have a little bit more effort, but I think that you'll be really surprised at the results that you can get from these.
Yeah. And as you know, if you're keeping up with the real estate market right now, you'll know that home prices have jumped almost 15% in the last year.
In the North Texas area, that is absolutely true.
And so there is a lot of opportunity for growth in our area, still a lot of opportunity for price appreciation. We've had really good price improvement over the last, 5 to 7 years. And I think a lot of that price improvement has really just kind of caught us up with everybody else in the country, because we were such an inexpensive place to live.
And we're still at the medium.
Yeah.
So it's a great buy here. The other thing too is that interest rates are at a historic low. And that even goes over into the jumbo loans, where we've seen really great rates as well there. And because of these low rates, the effect is that you have buyers and sellers, or actually buyers who are able to purchase at a point that never was before available to them. So it does help create a larger pool of buyers that would actually be interested in your home.
Absolutely. And the inventory is relatively low this time of year. You know, you're, as a seller, you have on average probably as many showings as you would during a normal busy season of the market, like in the springtime, because there are fewer homes for buyers to pick from.
Right.
So you people don't have time to kick tires during Christmas.
You nailed that. And it's true too that because of the way that we're living during this pandemic season, is that there are more people who are at home. And because more people are at home, they have a lot more time to buy because they're just there. And they're really getting to that point where they need more space, because it looks like people might be working from home a little bit longer than what we originally planned. And it could be a new trend, this working from home multiple days during the week, even after everything is taken care of.
Yeah, and the consumers that shop for homes during the holidays are really serious about buying something. And it shows with the people that we've been working with for the last 6 to 8 weeks, and the ones that we got under contract last week, because they were serious. And it's kind of a new norm in the real estate business, I think anyway, that when you start working with a new buyer, you take them out and you show them everything that matches what meets their guidelines. But it used to be that you would have enough inventory to take them out 2 or 3 or 4 times and do that. And now the new norm is, one comes on the market, you run out and look at it right away.
Immediately.
Yeah.
And that's what we did last night. And it's very interesting because when I worked in new home sales, I always wanted to work when it was raining or bad weather, because that's this huge filter. So A, I could get a lot of my paperwork done, but B, I knew that if anybody was coming through that front door, that they were a serious buyer. And I think that you can kind of like extrapolate and say that applies to the holidays too, because people are not just like looky-loos during the holiday season. So it's a really great time. The other thing to note is that there's less inventory, and that translates into less competition. So people are making those decisions a lot quicker than we expect.
And there are still some tax benefits of buying toward the end of the year.
Absolutely.
If you've got a 1031 exchange you need to do with another piece of investment property, it's a really good time of year for that to happen. We're actually, one of our listings is going, the purchaser is doing a 1031 tax exchange on a piece of property that they own in, I think, Wyoming or something.
Yep.
So
that is about to get wrapped up.
But also, if as a buyer, if you're looking for something this time of year, you would want to close on it before January 1, just to make sure that you got the benefit of the homestead exemption if the property didn't have one.
Yep. So we hope that this was helpful, and that we kind of shed some light on why it might be one of the best times to put your house on the market. If this is something that you're interested in, or just want to get ready for the spring market, now is also the time to get started on that. And we'd love to sit down and talk to you.
Absolutely. So we appreciate you spending your lunchtime with us today, and we will look forward to next week with you.
And remember, we want to be realtors for life.